function wizard, and then we know that this is purely mathematical. We're not converting any time or anything because the number is already there for us. We already made the number. Now we just got to multiply that by our pay rate. So go down to mathematical and then go down to product, which product, sum is the result of addition or subtraction. Product is the result of multiplication, and I believe quotient is the result of division, but I don't think quotient is. Oh yeah, it is. Alright, so we got quotient. And hit next. Or wait a minute, we're not doing division, we are doing multiplication. Where am I? Product, there it is. Product, hit next. We need the product of, remember, we are on row 4, and it was row F we're needing to calculate. So F4, and remember that the letter, the column always comes before the row when you're doing functions. The data that you're specifying, when the cell that you're trying to target is addressed by its column and then its row. And if there's only a number in there, it'll regard it just as a number. So anyway, we need F4 against 25 because that's our pay rate. Then click OK. And as you can see, it calculates our pay rate. So click that cell, hit Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste it in another cell. And you'll paste that function is what you're pasting, not the data. And then, as you can see, it automatically calculates our pay rate. Now, let's take this all one step further again. We'll highlight these and we'll put merge these cells and then type week total pay, whatever you want. It's your spreadsheet, you can do what you want with it, I guess. Let's center it, make it nice and big and pretty. Alright, and let's change the background color so that it's kind of in uniform. Alright, total week pay. And then here in this cell we will want displayed the total amount of money we made this week. So what we got to do is add this day's pay and this day's pay and this day's pay, etc., etc. That's a simple addition because, again, we already converted the time and calculated the time into decimal numbers, and then we use those decimal numbers against our pay rate to calculate the pay for the day. Now we just need simple addition to calculate our pay for the week. It's kind of funny how it gets from something very tricky to something very simple. Alright, total week pay. We are in G10, but we don't need to know that number because we clicked on it. Go to your function wizard. Now, we know that it's simple math, so go down to mathematics and then scroll down to sum because we're looking for the sum of. Hit next. Alright, and we know we need the sum of, move this to the side, G3, G4, G5, G6, G7, and G8. So you'll put G3, that's not a 3, G4, that's not a 5, G6, G7, and G8. And as you can see down here, it actually takes the function name sum, and then inside the sum's parentheses, it puts each field, each cell location separated by a semicolon. You always should pay attention to what it puts down here so that you can get good enough to start typing it up here in the function bar by hand. Then click OK. And as you can see, it automatically puts the date or the week total pay in this cell. Now, you probably wonder, okay, what the hell point is all of this when you know, I could just write all this down. It's why am I going through all this trouble when I can just write this stuff down with the calculator? Well, the good thing about this is you can use it as a template to that's bugging the shit. I gotta center that. All right. Anyway, you can use this as a template for it's made to handle dynamic calculations or calculations with dynamic data. For example, we just wrote this whole thing out, all right, and we want to reuse this so that every week we can do the same thing, but we don't want to create all these damn functions again, format this page again, etc., etc. So here's what you do. Right click on sheet 1, go to copy. Go down to sheet 2, right click, select paste. Error 52. How about this? What do I select? Copy sheet. Actually, here, let's try this. Control A for select all, Control C for copy, select sheet 2, Control A for select all, Control V for paste. Ah, there we go. Alright, select sheet 3, Control A for select all, Control V for paste. Alright, now, you're probably wondering now what the hell was the point in that? We're still duplicating everything we just did, all that long ass work. Well, here's the deal. Week 1 is our pay week. We just created the whole spreadsheet for. Now we're in week 2, and all you got to do is update your date. 29th to what month? August, September. So it'd be September, I don't even know, August 31st, so it's 2 and 5. September 5th. Alright, now we got a whole spreadsheet, and the only thing we ever need to edit is this, because we always start at the same time every day. This hour thing is automatically calculated. The functions are already written to automatically calculate the total number of hours based on what time we stopped for the day. So this is the only thing you ever need to change, is the hour that you got off of work for the day. And this is automatically calculated, and this is automatically calculated. So let's show you something. Alright, say this day we worked till 6:30. Well, instead of rewriting a whole spreadsheet or redoing the whole week on a calculator, you could just put 6:30 p.m. Hit enter. And as you can see, I can't spell, therefore I crashed the calculator. Alright, try it again. 6:30 p.m. instead of px this time. Alright, now, as you can see, these numbers automatically change based off what you put here. Also, say this day you started at work early. Say they said they needed you there at 5 o'clock in the morning. So you can put 5 a.m. Automatically update your hours worked, your pay for that day, and your total weekly pay. And again, I don't know if you could see all this with the video being resized and transcoded so many times, but just try messing with it yourself and you will see the result is much nicer and much more easy to read, and you can print it straight from your spreadsheet. As you can see, this is a print preview button. This shows you what this sheet would look like if you printed it out on a printer, and it doesn't look so pretty the way I have it, but who cares? So click print preview again to go back to the spreadsheet. So you can keep going down here and you can create a new sheet, insert sheet, and then after current sheet, and then actually right here where it says new sheets, you can put how many new sheets you want. For example, we want 13 new sheets. Click OK. Take this little bar right here that goes in between these sheets right here and this scroll bar. There's a little bar you can grab and move it over. And there's our 13 sheets. Control A to select all, Control V to paste. And we just pasted that function in every spreadsheet for the rest of the year. So now you just created a little program that you can actually calculate your pay rate or pay with for the entire year. And the only thing that you ever need to update is what time you got off work that day. It's pretty handy. Alright, so now you know how to use the basic use of a spreadsheet. That concludes this video. Also, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention in the word processor video, with OpenOffice,